Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 settings or features you should definitely use for a better Samsung experience or even just a better quality of life. Now, starting this video off, let's talk about notification categories. And what I mean by that is every single application has different types of notifications to send you. And maybe you don't want to have all of the notifications. You only want to have some of the important ones come through. Now, let's first take a look at the settings of notifications and what you can change before I show you how you can turn on the categories. When you go inside of settings and then you go to notifications, this is where you go to app notifications. And maybe you'd like to change which notifications actually comes through. So for example, I have a notification on the top from Snapchat. When you open up Snapchat, this is all you have. You can either allow it, you have your sounds and vibrations, and then how you want it to be shown on your phone. That is it. There's nothing else. Now, when you head back over into, let's say, your settings, you go to your notifications. This is where you go to advanced settings. Inside of advanced settings, turn on this option here, which is manage notification categories for each app. Now, by default, this is turned off. Now, when you go back a screen and you go back to those app notifications, again, this is the screen we were just in, and we just took a look at Snapchat where it had basically nothing in there. Now, when you take a look at it, here's your notification categories. Now you can go through and you can turn off the ones you don't want. So here's some of the general stuff. So I'm going to keep those on, right? Here's some of the individual chats. So if you like to have a notification that with your, if you're inside of an individual chat with somebody else, if you want to have notifications that they are typing or they did reactions or whatever, here's some of your friends and then who added you, new friend suggestions. I don't really need to have the new friend suggestions. I don't need to have a notification for story reminders. Public content, I don't really care too much about Spotlight, trending lenses, stories, and Discover. So you can go through and you can turn some of these off. Now, you can go through all of these applications, right? So what that means is that anytime you get a notification in your notifications panel and it's one that you never even take a look at or care about, just go into that application, take a look at those notification categories, and then turn off that specific thing so you wouldn't have to see that one ever again, but you'd get all the other notifications you would like to see. Now, moving on to feature number 2, we'll go back inside of the notification settings, but take a look at this. You can see there that now that Snapchat notification is gone, and it's because I turned off the Spotlight notification. So for those that you don't want to view, you turned it off, and then now they are gone. But let's again keep moving on to feature number 2. Let's go back inside of the settings, go back inside of notifications and the advanced features, because again, this one will help you on your day-to-day life. Now, inside of here, you have this option, which is show the snooze button. Now, as of right now, when you take a look at these notifications, only one of these has an option where I can kind of see it later. And it's like a reminder, and it's just using the Samsung reminder thing to remind you in 1 hour to take a look at it. But for all of the notifications that come through, maybe you just want to snooze it for like 15 minutes or 30 minutes because you're at the store, you're at work, you're somewhere, and you want to be reminded later on, but it's easier to just snooze it, just like an alarm. So when you add in that snooze button, which was turned off by default, now when I go inside of here, for all of them, I have my snooze option. Now, right now, I am shooting a video, so I really can't go work out just yet. So I'm going to snooze this for 30 minutes, so then this way I can view it again in 30 minutes. Hopefully this video is done, and then it's going to remind me to go back to the gym. And then again with this one, I can do that. And then with this one as well, I can give me a reminder of 15 minutes, so then I can take a look at this again, maybe after this video. So it's really easy to just add in that snooze button, and you can just see it work immediately once you turn it on. Now, if you're enjoying this video or you have learned something new so far, please consider subscribing. It is free to do. Also, like the video, leave a comment, and share the video if you could, because this would push this video into a better algorithm and reach more people so they can benefit from it as well. And it just helps support my channel. Feature number 3, this is a fun one to do because we are using 2 Samsung features working together cohesively to make hands-free answering so much easier. So what you're able to do here is inside of your phone dialing application, go to the top right-hand side, tap on settings, then you go to answering and ending calls. And then with this one, have the read caller names aloud turned on. And with this one, I mean, you can have as always or with Bluetooth only. So if you are using Bluetooth a lot or headphones, but I'm going to do always. And then I want the caller name to be read twice. because maybe the first time I didn't hear it. So hopefully by the second time I'm hearing who is calling me, and then with this next step, it'll answer the phone call every single time. So not only am I able to answer it hands-free, but I know who is calling me. So now that you set up the phone to read a name aloud, so now you know who is calling you and they're saying it twice, just in case if you didn't hear it the first time. Now let's go to part 2. Open up your Bixby settings right there. So just open up Bixby application. Then you go inside of your settings. Then right there, you'll see this option that says talk to Bixby without wake up. So you're able to just have a phone call come through, and then I can just say like answer phone, and then it's going to answer it. Or I can say reject call, and it'll do that. So once you turn this on here, which is talk to Bixby without wake up, now you're just able to say any of these commands for like your phone, alarm, or the timer, and it's able to work. So now when I call myself, what you'll see is Bixby will be activated already on the bottom. You can see that blue line right there. So I can either say reject call or answer phone. Reject call. And you can see that we have just rejected it. For feature number 4, I'm going to call myself one more time. And in order for you to actually turn on this feature, you have to be within of a phone call. You swipe down and you take a look at your quick settings on the very top. Now, what you'll see is this option there for mic mode. Now, once you switch this, it will always stay, unless if you switch it back, but move it to voice focus. So now it's only going to focus on your voice and not all of these surrounding sounds all around you. And now for feature number 5, let's say that I call myself one more time and you're inside of an application. You're able to change how you want this to show. So if you like this to be shown in like a mini mode, you can have it shown very small. And then once you answer it, it'll stay in that small little pop-up. Now you can have it as either the full screen, a kind of like medium size, or you can go to mini, and let me show you what those other ones look like so that I can show you where you're able to go with all of those settings. So once you go inside of your phone dialing application, you go to the very top again, you go inside of your settings, and this is where you scroll down, and this is where you have that call display while using apps. Now you can see that mine was for that mini pop-up. Now, if you like to see the full entire screen, which means that if you're using an application, it's basically getting you out of the app and opening this thing up in full screen. Now, when it comes down to the small pop-up, this one's a little bit better maybe for everybody because not only does it show the name, but it also shows the phone number and everything. So it's going to give you a little bit more details. But if you don't want to have a phone experience completely taking up your other app experience, put it over to mini, and it's really just going to show you everything you technically need, which is either the name or the number rather than having everything or even a full entire display. And then this option here, after the calls are answered, keep them in the pop-up, which means whichever one you choose, if you have a small pop-up or a mini pop-up, it'll stay this way for that entire phone call, not just the incoming call. So this is the one that I would suggest to use, which is the mini pop-up. You know exactly who is calling you because more than likely it's somebody who is saved in your phone. If you don't know who it is and it's a random number, then you know it's spam, and at least it's just a small mini pop-up. Moving on to feature number 6, this one will help you out, give you additional time on your display. Meaning when you go inside of your display settings, and if you take a look at your screen timeout, normally mine is down at like 5 minutes because I'm shooting YouTube videos and I don't want it to time out on me. But let's say that you're at the smaller intervals of like 30 seconds or 1 minute, and it starts to dim down or even turn off on you, but you're still looking at the screen because there's something you're watching or looking at, reading, trying to figure out, whatever. You can have this option right there, and you turn it on, it'll keep your screen on while you're viewing it. So it's using the front-facing camera to detect your face to see if you're still looking at your display. So if you're somebody who likes to have the lower intervals for your screen timeout, you can use that, turn this on, and it'll never turn off as long as you're looking at it. Now, if you walk away, then it'll definitely do that timeout after that 30 seconds or 1 minute. But for me, I'm going to keep mine over at 5, and I'm going to turn that one off. So again, lower interval folks, more than likely you might want to turn this one on right there to keep the view on or keep the screen on while you're viewing it. Now, finishing off this video with feature number 7, this one's a little bit bigger, but I'm going to try to go through it pretty quick because there's a lot that you can do with Samsung's modes and routines. Now, where you can find it is when you pull down your notifications panel or you go to your quick settings, press and hold on modes, and this is where you have those different tabs on the bottom. So here's your modes. This is routines, which is what we're going to talk about, and then discover. If you don't know exactly what to do to really kind of automate your life, you can take a look at these. These are some really good options. They're telling you and showing you what you can do, how you can set things up. All of these things are just if then. So if this happens, then that happens. Now, these are the ones that I have created. These are routines, and you're able to make them right up over here. You hit on this little plus button, you go to your if, and then as you scroll through, you just look at what you would like to create. So let me give you my examples. So when you go through to make your own, you know exactly what to do. So I have two of them for Bluetooth, meaning that anytime that my Bluetooth, my Buds 3 Pros are connected to my phone, or even my party box, anytime that this phone is connected to that, Bluetooth, my YouTube music starts playing. So that means that the moment I open up my Galaxy Buds 3 Pros, I put them in my ear, my music has already started, and I'm already listening to music on YouTube Music. Because 10 times out of 10, anytime I'm connected to Bluetooth, I'm listening to music. Now, here's another one. If I would like to go directly into my music from my lock screen, I have it set up where if I unlock with my fingerprint, which is my left thumb, it'll open up YouTube Music. The other one that I have is index to whiteout, which means that if I unlock my phone with my right index, it'll open up whiteout. Now, I would show you these here where I'm using my right index to open up whiteout survival from the lock screen, or my left thumb to open up music, and then my right thumb to just unlock the phone. That was actually yesterday's video. It's at the very beginning of it. So if you just watch yesterday's video, you'll see me doing that and you can see it in real time. But I can't do it because I have this other modes and routines that is turned on, which is home unlock. What I did here is that I chose this option where if, and then I chose place, and I said, if I'm at home, then keep my phone unlocked. So I'm already at my safe place. I'm at home. There's no reason for me to have a lock on my device here. So let's say that we just go right here to my lock screen. It's using this thing called extended unlock. So it'll be unlocked for 4 hours once you unlock your phone. So once you initially unlock your phone, it's going to stay unlocked. So this way you just go directly into it. So again, you're at your safe place. You're at your home. You don't have to use your fingerprint or PIN or password or face recognition to get into your device if you're at your safe space at home with your family. So this is just a extended unlock. What will happen though is after 4 hours, it's just going to ask me to use my fingerprint one more time. So this way I can still continue using that service. But then here's another one that'll definitely help out for people where you're laying down with somebody, you're looking at your phone, maybe it's 11 o'clock or midnight. For this one, I had it set up where if I opened an app and I made that app be Instagram, between the time period of 9 p.m. and 11:59, basically midnight, and this is every single day, I want to make sure that if I'm opening up Instagram between these late times, my phone speaker is down at 10%. So that means that if I'm opening up Instagram, it's late at night, I'm laying down in bed, the wife is right next to me. This way I'm not blasting her off with like 100% phone speaker, startling them or whatever. So no matter what, between this time frame, open up Instagram, which I just made this one today, then my phone speaker for the volume, for media, is just at 10%. So I know for a fact I'm not going to scare startle with 100%. So that is everything for today's video for the must-try settings for a better Samsung experience or quality of life on your Samsung phone. Hopefully you guys have appreciated it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.